free shipping or no free shipping? That is the question that is probably one of the most asked questions from beginners on Etsy. So, lucky for you guys, if you have that question, today I am answering this and giving you my strategies with free shipping or no free shipping. So, I use a hybrid strategy, to be quite honest with you all, and we're going to go over that today. This was one of my questions when I began my own Etsy and print on demand store. I was really confused and in between if I should offer free shipping, if it really matters to customers or it doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it really matters on your product type and design, and that you don't have overly price gouged pricing or pricing that just doesn't make sense for your product that you're selling. At the end of the day, it really depends on the SEO you're putting out, the quality of products, the type of products, and your niche. There's a lot that goes into print on demand businesses and creating products that will actually sell. And I have free trainings on this that I have links in the description about. But at the end of the day, does free shipping and no free shipping really matter? I feel like that is the heart of the debate, because honestly, if you offer free shipping, you're going to increase your prices to reflect that. And if you don't have free shipping, on the other hand, you're going to have prices that are lower than your competition, but when the customer goes to purchase and check out, they see that you have shipping. So it's kind of a mixed subject, and this is what I do. This is just what works for me in this video. There's hundreds of strategies out there and things that you could do, but I have given this advice to students who have gotten sales a week after implementing this specific strategy. So stick around for this whole video and we're going to get into my strategies with free shipping and not free shipping and my hybrid strategy I use that just works for me and my students who follow me. So for me specifically, and a lot of people have asked me, should you offer free shipping, Heather? And my simple answer is no. One of the reasons why is because I feel like if you're factoring in the shipping into your price, so let's say you're selling something for $20 that you would usually sell it for $20 without free shipping, but you add $4 onto the price and then offer free shipping. What this will do is it creates your price to be higher, which a lot of customers may come across your listing and see that it's $4 more than your competition's listings. So a lot of the times what happens, and this is from what I've seen on Etsy and even being a purchaser on Etsy, I actually frequently shop on Etsy, and I always have, because first of all, I'm getting married, and second of all, I really love personalized items and handmade items. I'm a huge supporter of handmade, and although I have a print on demand business, I still really love supporting handmade businesses. But besides that, me as a shopper on Etsy, when I'm looking at listings, I'm looking at the listings that have free shipping and that don't have free shipping. And to be quite honest, it just doesn't matter when I'm looking at those Etsy listings. What matters is my total checkout value and if I really like the product or if I don't. So if you're really confused on if you should do free shipping or not free shipping, maybe you should try both. But in my opinion, what I have seen is my hybrid method usually works. And the hybrid method is two different strategies combined. So one of the things I want to mention is if you offer free shipping on a lower profit margin product such as t-shirts, what can happen is you may not increase your prices to cover the cost of the shipping. And then what happens is when someone purchases that product, what can happen is you have way lower profit margins, and some people don't see any profit at all when they do that method. So for lower profit margin items, I do not offer free shipping. On top of that, if I were to offer free shipping, what I would do is I would increase the product to include that shipping cost. Now, two things happen when you do this, and this is why I don't recommend doing this. First of all, your listing is much more expensive to customers scrolling on Etsy than other listings. Now, you may have that free shipping banner on your item. However, the customer sometimes sometimes doesn't care about that when it's a lower priced product. So meaning, let's say it's $24 with free shipping, but they can get a t-shirt that's $17 without free shipping. And sometimes they end up gravitating towards that one instead because it's technically to them, to their eyes, in the moment, it's a cheaper product because it goes under the $20 threshold. Now, ultimately, when they go to check out, if they put your item in cart and their item in cart, the prices would be very similar and probably the same. And I know this seems crazy that a lot of people would rather purchase an item that's under $20 that has no free shipping rather than an item that is $20 plus and has free shipping. But that's just the psychology of a sale sometimes, is people see the lower price point and they actually end up going and clicking into that, and they might not click onto your listing. And again, what happens with the Etsy algorithm is if they don't click on you, sometimes you can go lower and lower in the search. So it's harder to become a bestseller on Etsy if you have this method happening to you, because people are more likely to click on that item that has a lower price at the end of the day. Now, with that being said, I can't say that that is for sure what's happening, but I've seen that with a lot of my student stores, a lot of my clients I've worked with. Once they take off that free shipping and they lower their prices under $20, they start seeing those sales. And it's just this magical thing that happens. And take my word for it or don't, but that's what I've seen in my own store. I used to offer free shipping and I tried it for a week, and guys, I had crickets for sales, and that's why I don't recommend it. But I say experiment with your own store and see how it works for you, because that's the beauty of Etsy and being a print-on-demand business owner, is experiment with whatever you would love to experiment with, because this is your business, this is your store, and you are the owner of that store. So take control of it and experiment, play around with it, try different prices, try different sales, try free shipping or no free shipping. But this is just what I do and what I suggest to my previous students and clients who've been really successful on Etsy. The second strategy I include in my hybrid shipping model is any purchase over $35, I give free shipping for. Now, this is the crazy thing that happens with my store since I started doing this. So when someone adds something to cart, Etsy does have some type of little notification or pop-up that says, if you add another item to cart, you can get free shipping. So not only does this increase my profit margins, but it does also encourage my potential customer to add another item to cart and purchase with a cart total that will get me more profit margins. And although I will still be paying maybe $4 to $8 in shipping, I still have higher profit than I would have if someone just purchased that one item and they covered the shipping themselves. Now, I know this is kind of funny to just say, but let's look at an example of this. So if one customer purchases one Bella & Canvas 3001 at my price of $22.57 and they order a small white Bella & Canvas t-shirt, let's say the production fees with Monster Digital, which they currently are $8.57. So this would get me a profit margin of about $14 since they are paying for the shipping. With that being said, in this example, I am not including the Etsy transaction fees or the Etsy relisting and listing fees for this specific example. I'm just trying to get that point across of what type of profit you would expect before those fees. So let's say they purchase one and then they see that pop up on the screen that says, hey, if you add a second item to cart, you can get free shipping. So instead of one Bella & Canvas, they ordered two. That $14 profit margin turned into $28. But let's say that for some reason the shipping is $8. So I pay the shipping of $8. That would be the most that you could pay in this example with Monster Digital, which usually if you have two items with Monster Digital, you get a discounted shipping rate on the second item because they ship them together and it's based on weight requirements. So generally you're looking at $5 to $6 in shipping prices. However, let's say you pay the maximum, which is usually $8, so you just get double charged for shipping at worst case scenario. So that $28 turns into $20 of profit. Now, with that being said, you're of course going to take a 6.5% transaction fee with Etsy out of that, and also a listing listing and relisting fee. And if you had a sale running as well, you want to factor that in. But still, guys, you're still getting well over $15 in profit from someone purchasing 2 items rather than just 1 item. So this is something that you want to consider as well, is having that $35 free shipping guarantee really can increase your sales and your profit margins. And that's one of the reasons why I do this and the method to my madness, so to speak. So what I will say is, for my store specifically, I do offer free shipping on any products that I sell that are over $35. One of the reasons is because since I have that free shipping over $35, if a product is over $35, it doesn't make sense for me to not have free shipping on that product. And for example, I sell hoodies and crew neck sweatshirts in my store. Both of these products I generally price over $40. Now, I offer free shipping, and I actually get the little free shipping badge on the listings themselves for these specific listings. And the reason why I edit all of the shipping profiles to free shipping is, first of all, I rank higher in the Etsy algorithm. And second of all, either way, this item would ship free to the customer, but sometimes Etsy won't put that badge on because they don't consider it a free shipping item until the customer adds that to cart. So I do edit all the shipping profiles to create free shipping on those specific products for my customers, so it shows up as a badge as well. And then on top of that, the customer is more inclined to click on that item since it is a higher valued item and it has the free shipping, which kind of beats out my competition a little bit, because I have seen on Etsy some crew neck sweatshirts and hoodies do not offer free shipping. And one thing that's really important to note here is, if you go on Printify or any type of print-on-demand provider, a lot of print-on-demand providers charge around $8 plus for shipping on items. So when a customer, let's say, adds to cart and you don't have free shipping and they see that $8 shipping rate, a lot of customers may decide, maybe I should wait on this item, or maybe I should look for an item that has cheaper shipping rates. So a lot of the times customers, when they get to their cart and they're about to check out and they see a whopping $8 shipping rate hit their cart, they might think, you know what, I saw a similar listing on Etsy that had free shipping and a relatively good price. Maybe I'll go back to that listing and get that one instead. Sometimes that can actually hurt your conversion rate if you are tacking on $8 to $10 plus in shipping. And really that's just due to how heavy the hoodies and sweatshirts can be in shipping. So this is one of the other reasons why I offer free shipping per my hoodies and sweatshirts, so my customers aren't surprised when they go to check out, and this ultimately boosts my own conversion rate. So with that being said, that's going to be it for this video today. If you need any more help as far as pricing goes with your shipping, I have a previous video about my ultimate pricing guide that I highly recommend you to watch as well. If you are kind of stuck in between pricing and shipping, these two videos really go hand in hand and really well together. But besides that, if you feel like you need help just setting up a store and learning more about the print-on-demand process, make sure to check out my free Etsy and print-on-demand crash course. It's going to be in the links in my description below. And then I also have a live masterclass that I am running monthly. It's completely free. It's a 90-minute training where I give advice, tips, and tricks that I have not shared anywhere else. And I really put a lot of energy into this training, and I hope that all of these things really help you in being successful this year and next year and in the long term with print on demand. But besides that, guys, don't forget to stick around for my blooper reel. You guys know one is coming, and I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment down below. See you guys. I'm gonna change for engagement. We changed the scenery for video engagement now because I'm trying to up my YouTube game. Not really though, 'cause I don't have a YouTube game. I'm not that much in the game. Not only does this not, let's say one customer purchases, I can't speak now. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to start drama because I'm not going to say it. We can cut this bit out. When I'm shopping on Etsy and I see the free shipping and then the not free ship, you know what? We're going to cut this part out because I feel like it's just very negative and I don't want to be negative. I'm not a negative person and I don't know why I'm trying to be that way.